you know about Cleveland? What y'all know about Cleveland? Huh? Huh? What you know about Cleveland? What you know about Cleveland? What you know about Cleveland? Cleveland's great. It's beautiful. Cleveland, we have a whole lot of things going on here. And I don't have to tell you that just from just you watching it, from you listening to me, from you seeing it. You may like pizza. Some of you may like soul food. You may just like to eat. Well, here in Cleveland, we have a buffet of businesses. We got creators, leaders, entrepreneurs, everyone all in the mix. My name is Matt Johnson. In this docu-series that you guys are about to see on the Cleveland businesses, it's going to be great. Can't wait.
I had plenty bad bitches in my time. I can figure out hit the road. I was smoking with my nigga from the fire. Told me nigga you better take it home. You go harder than them niggas on the side. She just wanna be the one I own.
What's going on, everybody? This is Master. Today I have with me
Parnell Chestnut, owner of DoorFourTeen.
Okay. Parnell, let us know a little bit more about DoorFourTeen.
So DoorFourTeen is a clothing brand geared to help impact the youth, trying to empower the youth so they can do more than they think they can do. I have a daughter, which inspired me to start the brand. I've been working for, say, 20 years, and I didn't want to pass down just getting a job and going to school. I wanted to let her know that she could do more than she thinks she could do. But I wanted to set that example. But I was just trying to figure out like what kind of business I could start to kind of, have that impact on her. So I was like, I had a best friend, had a clothing line when he was going to school.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was just helping him out, being a supportive friend. And there's years later, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a clothing line, but I'm gonna put positive messages in the clothes and just kind of like have that brand to where it has some value to your brand. So I started DoorFourTeen, and 1 represent opening doors. So you see the logo, it's a 1 and a 4. And 14 is a good age to kind of figure out what you're gonna do because you're gonna be 18 real soon, responsible for yourself. So I just want to kind of get that seed started and just kind of have that example set for my daughter, so when she actually turned 18, she can kind of have more options than I had. So the door represent opening, having options, trying to figure out how you gonna make money, how you gonna take care of yourself.
All right. That's what's up, bro. You said the DoorFourTeen is 1 and a 4. Now, is that the logo you have?
Yeah, I have it on that.
Right
I got the chain. He got the chain. The logo is in the chain. So this shirt, this is one of our latest shirts we had out. I mean, t-shirt, but it's a hoodie. It say, "Beware the goat." You gotta figure out what the goat is. Whoever the goat, you gotta be aware of.
Okay.
But the 1 and the 4, so you see the doorknob in the logo, and then the 14. So it's all kind of open doors, give people an opportunity. I didn't want to just be about me and my daughter, so I was kind of like, I'm actually in works. Actually, I ain't really talked about this. It works in starting a nonprofit. There's so many different layers to the brand.
All right.
The clothes is just the kind of introduction to get started.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in the future, I've been in works, teaming up with Thunder Family, my people out there in California. They've been kind of helping me kind of put some modules together for the kids, and it's gonna be real special when it all comes together.
Okay. That sounds real great. You have the brand. Think about putting together a nonprofit. Everything right there. You already have that in the works and everything.
Yeah.
And networking. Yeah. That's real sweet. And everything. Now, with this being a brand, is this in Cleveland, Ohio? Based in Cleveland, Ohio?
Yeah, definitely. It's based in Cleveland, Ohio. This is the foundation. I want Cleveland to be the foundation. I'm actually originally from California, but I've been here 20 years. So this has been my home. I got my daughter here. I've been in Cleveland. So I work for a company where I see a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people just coming in and out. And I want Cleveland just to kind of be the staple. People come to Cleveland like, dang, okay, I see what they're doing. I see how he's impacting the kids. I see the camaraderie of everybody just coming together. So I've just been like, I've been thinking for some years. I've been having the brand for about 5 years now.
Okay.
So yeah, so now I'm at the level just kind of evolving, just kind of like just figuring things out, finding people to trust, authentic people, and just really kind of just bringing everything together. So I've been having so much stuff stored. Like I said, when this section of nonprofit come out, it's gonna be real dope how like just 14 modules get into just different things. Like one of the main things about the business is, of course, entrepreneurship, life skills, and job readiness. So just being a young man growing up, trying to figure out how I'm gonna make money. I got my first job, 18, didn't know what I wanted to do. I've been at that same job for, like I said, 20 years. So just been sitting there like, man, this ain't it. You know what I mean? And even with my daughter, like her mom went to school, got a job. I went to school, got a job. Like we ain't found no joy in that. Like
Yeah.
we like, man, we trying to get about this. Like this ain't the move.
Yeah.
But it was a foundation. A lot of people say just be an entrepreneur. Or a lot of people say just get a job.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I do both. So I'm just setting an example of doing both and being patient and the delayed gratification. So I was just like, I'm gonna take my time. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a competition with nobody. Just kind of just like one day, one step at a time. Just so much to learn. I feel like as a community, we're behind. So it's like every day, like I'm not sitting here playing no video games, not, no dig on nobody that is. It's just like there's so much stuff to learn as a culture we're behind. So I'm just trying to just be that example. Just you see me posting every day, just trying to just keep pushing the brand forward.
Yeah. I see your ads, your recent ads that you done put out on social media and Instagram.
Yeah, we having fun.
It looked really great. It looked very professional. I was like, damn, I want to walk into this store one day. I can't wait to see someone wearing this brand. When I'm gonna come across it, I'm like, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah.
I see that.
Right.
Where'd you get that? It looks really dope. Like your ads are very professional, and if people see these ads, if they're seeing them, and if you're targeting other places, other states, they should want to come wear this merch and figure out where they can get it at.
Yeah, exactly. And we online, we do pop-up shops here and there. I don't think I did any this year. We do pop-up shops, so that's part of me teaching my daughter entrepreneurship. She's there, she helps, sell the clothes. And also we online, and then just, people that know me, see me, like you kind of get a little different exclusive merch. We don't really reprint too much of anything. So it's like I just might put out some hoodies, and once they sold out, I'm done with it. We're on to the next thing. So it's been kind of like exclusive, just kind of keeping a timeline. Not that I won't reprint anything, we just haven't. It's kind of little by little each section. So yeah, we're just trying to just take the brand, and you see a lot of different like clothing lines, like big clothing lines. A lot of people just wear it just because they think it's cool for the brand name of it. But this is more really about making an impact. So when you wear DoorFourTeen, you should be proud of that. And it's like, nah, what they trying to do is make a big impact on the world. And yeah, it's based here in Cleveland, but this is to go global. And that's why I plan to take it global, to where these kids gonna be able to look at the brand and be like, no, actually when I'm wearing DoorFourTeen, like I'm proud. I'm not just wearing it just to try to be cool or whatever. It's like it's a positive message. The people that's behind it, it's authentic, have passion behind what they're doing for us, try to have an impact on the youth. It's not really trying to change the world, but just really trying to give the youth something to think about, right? We can complain about them and like, oh, they wild, they crazy, right? But they come from where they come from, you know what I mean? So we're just trying to give a different avenue, and, being disciplined is cool. You know what I mean? Being responsible is cool. That's kind of the message we push it. Like, it's okay, you don't have to just follow the trends, what everybody else is doing. Run your own lane. I'm myself. I'm not trying to, compete with nobody. I don't have to wear no Dior or nothing to be cool. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna wear my own brand. I wear my own brand every day. Any day I don't have my own brand, I feel weird. Like I feel weird. Like I gotta have something. I gotta have a tank top on with a dress or something. Like I think this year, I actually was at an art event, and I was talking to a guy about my brand. He was like, "You don't have it on." And I was like, "Damn, you got me today." Like got put a little button up on. You know what I mean? It was out there. I was like, "Dang, I normally have something," but it's just trying to believe in yourself and investing into yourself, and just being patient and taking your time. So that's kind of like, that message trying to push, and do it your way. You don't have to just follow the trends of society, of the world. It's like, be yourself, tap into who you are, learn who you are, be a good person. That's what DoorFourTeen is about. It's so much more layers. So I could keep going on and on. It's deep, so it's bigger. But I'm proud to be here in Cleveland and be able to service, the youth in Cleveland. We do a football camp with Coach Drew. He coached Euclid. So I've been doing football camp once a year. I come talk to the kids, give giveaways out, and just inspire them. I got a couple videos on Instagram or whatever. And then, people can tap in online too if they just want to get the merch and just want to support that way. But there's so many ways to support it. Just reposting simple things like this. And so that's just basically like how we just build it step by step.
Okay, sounds good.
We are C.L.E.
like these bitches take my kindness for weakness. Weak-minded bitch got more strength than my pink. I'm fucking with a genius. What the fuck you think? Tryna get over on me, kinda like wishing on a genie. Where the fuck you from? Well, bitch, I'm from Cleveland. Mainly on the East 9-3, that's my region. All my niggas demons, better know we locked in. Brody got some brand new Glocks and mops and they can't crack skin. If you ain't from my way, then you ain't gon' know what the block is. I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm already knowing that I'm top 10. Who got something to say to me? Wanna feature, pay the fee. If a nigga play with me, he might.
What's going on, everybody? This is Master, and today we got with us
Dumpy Cutz, owner of Hungry Barber, Feed Me Cuts, mobile barbershop.
Okay. Now, Dumpy, how long you done had this barbershop?
All together, I had it for about 3 years, going on 4 years now. But I've been fully mobile, maybe a year ago.
Okay. Okay, so July, you said that was your kickstart when everything?
Yeah, that's when I kind of like started everything. But
all right. And how long you been cutting hair?
I've been cutting hair for a little over 15 years, but professionally maybe 7.
Okay. So this is your career?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
okay.
Definitely my career, bro.
All right. Since you been cutting hair and you said this your career, how has been the clientele now that you done switched it to being on the road?
It's funny you said that because I'm kind of like actually in the middle of converting things over now. But when you got a good clientele base, right, and people really, they like you and they like the way you cut their hair, you know what I'm saying? They follow you anywhere, whatever you got going on, bro. They gonna support you, you know what I'm saying? They kind of like your #1 cheerleaders for real.
Okay.
So so far everything been kind of like shifting good. You know what I'm saying, from working in the shop and cutting mobile barbershop after hours. It's a busy lifestyle, man, but you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta love this to really do it for real.
Okay, yes. I love anything to really be passionate and do it.
Yes.
I feel you. Now, you say you've been cutting hair for about, 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost around that range?
That's
What do you enjoy most about cutting hair? Is it the client satisfaction or is it the cutting the hair itself?
I want to say the client satisfaction, bro, because like the barber game then turned into something kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I want to say like the entertainment game for real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if I was to win an award right now for something, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm a definitely thank God first, but I'm gonna thank my clients. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be who I am without them even wanting me to cut their hair.
Yeah, they made you better.
Yeah. So, but that was definitely one of the first things I fell in love with was watching clients be happy about what I was able to do for them when it came to their haircuts and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. And do you only cut hair or do you do other stuff outside of cutting hair?
Well, no, I just cut hair, man. I just cut hair. And then it was going on, man. That's like one of the #1 things I be kind of like putting in my client's head to kind of like make our relationship that much stronger. Cause I just cut hair. I don't have no other side gig. I don't have no job. I don't go nowhere else. Like I dedicate all my time and every week and sacredness to cutting your hair. You feel me? So being on time, you feel me? Being courteous of my time, stuff like that, I take serious when it come to this, because now I'm treating it like a business. I'm not using it as something. I'm just trying to stay afloat with it.
Yeah, it's not no hustle for you. Yeah. This is my career.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel that. Because there's a lot of people that take things as a hustle.
Yeah.
And
sure.
They run their business like a hustle.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't do that, because like, with that hustle mentality, you got to put it in level terms. You got to put it in a way where it make more sense to whatever it is. Like, for example, like I don't get checks to ups. You know what I'm saying? So insurance situations and stuff like that, if I hurt myself, I got to take the right precautions and procedures to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm covered. You feel me? So, yeah, like if I was just hustling, I would never have no back trail, no paperwork. Or, you know what I'm saying? So you got to I had to eventually make it a business outside of just cutting hair as a hustle, man. I ain't doing nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So, shit.
Right.
You feel me? So.
Okay. And here in Cleveland, Ohio, you born and raised here?
Yeah. Born and raised in Cleveland for sure.
Okay. What would you say be some of the most like memorable moments when you cut someone's head? whether it could be one of the people who from out of town, celebrity, local folk, kids,
Shoot.
male, female.
Well, most memorable moments be when somebody coming in with a drastic measure. You know what I'm saying? Like they either just want to get rid of it. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They really just putting it all in the barber hands. Like I'm just tired of it, or it could be falling out from previous situations that they was doing with their hair and stuff like that. But whenever I finish their haircut, and it's almost like I'd be lying to you if I told you like I don't be knowing with. Like sometimes when they be bringing this to me, like this one girl hair was falling out, I just kind of like what he gave her. She kind of looked cute with it though. I kind of like gave her like one of them little short Amber Rose haircuts. You know what I'm saying? And she really wasn't expecting that she was gonna look that good. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of like it's almost like an image consultant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to put what look good on you. And this one chick, bro, she came, her hair was just so messed up, it was falling out from all these different products that she was using. And I just kind of talked her into cutting it down, you know, and kind of like curling up around her, on her front, kind of like gave that little young and, you know, ambitious woman look, you feel me? And she was in love with it, bro. To this day, her hair still short, feel me? But
Okay.
she was happy about it. You know what I'm saying?
Gave her that confidence back. She was like,
yeah,
I don't know what I'm gonna do, and then it's like.
And that's kind of like when I learned how to, you know, as I'm starting to teach other people how to cut hair or like give out my tips. Just try to always tell them, man, just whatever people bring you, bro, go into it with confidence outside of just being a little, you know what I'm saying? It'll come out better.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now I just go into these situations like that with a little bit more confidence, man, because I didn't know how I was going to turn out myself. And it turned out cool. Clients always like their hair better than we like it. You get what I'm saying? Because we the professionals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I put on you, you gonna feel like, you know what I'm saying? But you couldn't do this by yourself, even if you tried, whatever I did. So you gonna like that anyway, you know what I'm saying? So that'd be the best part about it, bro. Just knowing like I can get paid from doing something I love to do, bro. That's the killer.
All right. And with you being in Cleveland, how does Cleveland receive, you know, everything that you're doing right now? You got your truck, you got your barbershop, and you get
as it started to pick up, man, because I kind of like look at it like I started out cutting in the basement.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And to get where I'm at today, it took a little traction. It took a few losses. It took some bounce backs or whatever. So to see the little recognition that I'm getting now, it's like, it's cool. But like when I go out of town, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I get that recognition, it's like it make people here just give you that much more recognition. It's like, dang, like, bro, you going out of town and coming back. A lot of people don't even be knowing I'll be traveling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when they get a chance to see, like, you was just in Atlanta last week and you back here today, and I'm like, yeah. So like, dang, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. It's the saying I like to say. A lot of people here in our city, man, they can't think past Superior. They can't think past St. Clair. You know what I'm saying? So for me to be able to do that and take this bus and go to different places and still come back to the hood, bro, and still be able to look people in their face and tell them about what I did, that mean a lot to them, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people feed off that because they would have never went to DC. They would have never went to Charlotte. They would have never, you know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking like that, bro. I'm always thinking like, bro, let's take the bus. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I get down there, get some traction on some haircuts, man. It's just, I stay working, man. You feel me? That's probably like the key to whatever it is you got going on. Make it a part of whatever it is you do. I like to skate. You know what I'm saying? So when I go out of town to a little skate party or something, I take the bus. And you'll be amazed how many people out there who need haircuts, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be working out.
Okay. You like to go out and give and bring back. You know, share your experiences and inspire everyone here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's what's up.
We are C.L.E.